Hello, everyone. It's me. I'm trying something new this week, not only with the music, switching to a smooth jazz. Be sure to check out the artist in the description. But regardless, today I am doing like a weekly compilation of, I don't know, this week in the games that I've played. Instead of making 4 videos, I'll make one with just kind of miscellaneous gameplay with things that I did and how my week went. Basically, we have some Star Citizen gameplay to start. This is me outfitting the Miss Calais to just get a better power plant, better coolers, just making it mine. And I haven't been using it a lot because a later clip, I bought a Prospector this week. I bought it with real money as kind of just like a little treat. I didn't earn it per se, in game that is. I feel like I did earn it out of game, but we'll talk about the mining experience later. But yeah, this week was just an exercise in patience and delayed gratitude, both in game and out of game. In game, the event has just not been doing very well for me. It's very spotty. I can't pick up any bounty hunting contracts. Part of the reason that I decided to pull the trigger on the Prospector is because I couldn't pick up any bounty hunting contracts. Here's some early level Fallout 76 gameplay. But yeah, the event was just it's buggy, and I know, and I'm really it's sad because I really want to play it, and the game just was not loving me back at all. And so I switched to some other games. Fallout 76 I have been playing on and off since release. I really, really, really loved it when it first came out, even though the community was not what it is today. Today, I would say that most players are a little bit more matured. As with any game, big title game that comes out, it takes a while for the community to really settle into like the actual fans instead of just playing whatever. Here's some Path of Titans gameplay, which is a dinosaur-like role-play kind of game that I played with some friends. We played, I can't even remember the name of the dinosaurs. My friends are gonna kill me, but yeah, it's a silly, just like role-playing game, and it's fun to play together in packs. And there's rules depending on what server you're on to make it quote-unquote realistic and quote-unquote fair, so that it is not only balanced but also like any role-playing game. There are rules that exist that aren't necessarily realistic but need to exist in order to make the game fair and balanced and make sense and work so that you can actually play and no one feels left out. Obviously, there are metas, like in any manufactured system. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun, and I think this week was just looking forward to sessions like this. I have 6 hours of gameplay condensed here into 10 minutes. And it was over the course of a week. This is the gameplay that I felt was really relieving, really rewarding, really just immersive, if that makes sense. Because I am switching jobs, and I'm just frustrated with my current job, the one that I'm leaving, and I've been there for about 3 years, and ultimately the workplace is just not for me. Kind of toxic in places, kind of unfair in places, and I know that is so for any workplace, anything in life really. But it's just hard to finish out a job and be professional so that you can, keep references and not piss anybody off or, make enemies, and still take advantage of, 3 years of experience and have your boss say, so and so is a stand-up fella, you know, but also just finish out the job, without slacking and being professional, and it was just a natural course of things. But I'm excited to start my new job. I'll be doing like carpentry instead of working retail hardware, and I'm excited for it. I think it's going to be a change, a necessary change, definitely gives room for growth and new skills and new things to learn. But at the same time, it is nice to just make a little bit more money, and that ultimately is, the primary motivator for leaving is the pay increase. But regardless, I think that's just what I've been struggling with this whole week, and probably the next week as well, because I put in 10 days when I quit, and just reminding myself that I can come home and have sessions like this with the prospector, and that's the prospector really was kind of just like a congratulatory thing for like this new job. To I've been looking at it for a while, but I did the research and decided that the prospector was for me, rather than the Drake Golem. And I like how the MISC ships look as well. But I did a bunch of research, watched a bunch of videos. I'm still a rookie. Definitely not as experienced as I should be, especially for the more heavier rocks, the bigger mass rocks. But I'm having a lot of fun with mining in Star Citizen, and I think it is a cool... I definitely enjoy it more than mining in Elite. Definitely enjoy it more than the mining in No Man's Sky. But yeah, it's really chill and also engaging at the same time, and I hope that it is not just because it is new to me. It doesn't feel like that is the sole reason, but regardless, it's nice to have a mining ship, just an alternative career that is linked to my account in case of resets, that is kind of chill, and allows for a different kind of gameplay, because that's important for any, open world game, is having different kinds of gameplay. In Minecraft, for example, you have building, you have redstone, you have, adventuring, you have making farms, and it's having a balanced gameplay, no matter what game you're playing, but especially open world games, in my opinion, is kind of up to you to find that balance, but it's important to have. And I think that's what happened with Elite. I have 150 hours in Elite, and a bunch of different ships for a bunch of different careers. And, passenger missions were what really motivated me to continue to log on in Elite for whatever reason. And I think mining so far is pretty cool. But it's nice to have a more relaxed, unless the rock is about to explode and give you a torque imbalance gameplay. But yeah, I'm really enjoying it, and in retrospect, it was a good week, I think. Yeah, and so I put a little bit of different kind of effort, different kind of techniques into this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you probably next week.